Tracy's back and surprises Brooklyn in the Quartermain kitchen, saying a month of relaxation has done her wonders. Ned walks in and hugs his mother, welcoming her home. Tracy asks them what she missed. Jill walks in and welcomes Tracy home. She asks why he has a bag of produce, and he explains he got everything on Ned's list, including the kale he wanted. Tracy says nobody likes kale, not even Ned. Ned explains he's changing his diet because he had a heart attack. They sit down at the kitchen table and explain everything to Tracy. She wonders why no one told her when she called home and quickly deduces they didn't want her around. Ned explains it was his decision not to tell her, as when she gets scared, she picks fights with Olivia. Later, Ned eats some healthy food while everyone watches, and he tells them they are making him nervous. Brooklyn then says it's time for his nap. And Tracy makes sure her son follows orders and rushes him upstairs, not at the hospital. Britt stops Emma to ask her about Rocco and how he's holding up. Emma tells Britt that if she wants to help Rocco, she should leave him alone. Emma walks away. Emma runs into Felicia, who asks if she's heard from her grandmother lately. Emma says she hasn't since Thanksgiving, but she's not worried. She is, however, worried about Joe and asks Felicia how to support him given the trouble he's having with Dante. She knows Felicia helped Mac and Cody connect. Felicia admits it was James who did all the work. Felicia fills Emma in on Cody rescuing James when he almost drowned, and how Cody and Mac finally saw the truth in each other, that they were both family and loved the other. Felicia asks whether Joe and Dante share a common, cause that could help them put their differences aside. Emma smiles. Sonny shows up at Justine's office and suggests she drop the charges against his grandson, since Dalton lied and Rocco's served his time. Justine can't do that, as it will look like favoritism given who his grandparents are. Rick walks in, and Justine asks him to explain to his brother that laws have to be upheld today. Rick says without Dalton and any real evidence, all Turner will be doing is locking up an innocent kid. Is that what she wants to be known for? Justine suggests they see the judge. Dante and Nathan talk outside of Lulu's. There's been no sign of Valentine. Charlotte walks out and says they are wasting their time, as her dad isn't coming to get her. She quickly hides the keychain, a signal from him, in her pocket. Inside, Rocco is dressed in a suit for his sentencing, and Lulu tells him that his dad is here to take him to court. Rocco refuses to go with his dad until he accepts Joe. Dante enters, and Rocco states that he wants his mom to take him to court. Lulu tells their son to go upstairs and change his shoes, as they aren't suitable for court. Once Rocco has stomped up the steps, Lulu tells Dante to wake up. She says Rocco feels he isn't treating his brother right, and he's more interested in fighting with his dad right now than thinking about his future. She won't take the chance that he fights with his dad in court, so she asks him to stay with Charlotte, and she'll take Rocco to court. Back outside, Danny shows up and finds Charlotte with Nathan. The kids tell Nathan they plan to be in court today to support Rocco. Nathan feels that's not wise, as they were his co-conspirators. Later, Lulu brings Rocco to Justine's office, where Sonny is. Rick and Turner return from speaking with the judge and have reached a plea agreement. The judge has left it up to Turner. Rocco can get 30 days or 500 hours of community service. Turner says her decision is up to Rocco. Back at Lulu's, Dante confides in Nathan about his WSB experience and distancing himself from Lulu and Rocco, which he thought was for the best at the time. He realizes now that it damaged his son. Now, his son is pushing him away. Outside, Danny and Charlotte talk about Rocco, and Charlotte says she really wanted to help Rocco today before she went away. Danny asks where she's going. She explains she believes her dad is here to take her away, as she got a message from him. She admits she doesn't know what she wants to go back on the run with him though. Sidwell and Laura meet at the Metro Court Gardens. For his demands, he explains he's buying Sonny's peers. He wants her to endorse this sale with a press conference, and to take credit for making it happen. Kevin soon joins them, and Sidwell explains that this is a private conversation. Laura tells Sidwell that her husband knows everything. Sidwell reminds Laura of the terms of their agreement, and annoyed Kevin suggests Laura could call Sidwell's bluff and turn herself in. In Jack's office, he and Joss discuss the search for Valentine, and Jack is hoping his lawyer might have answers for him about what was going on at the Five Poppies. Jack says neither Alexis nor Martin represents him. Now he has a new lawyer named Barbara Saunders, Carlisle's fake name. He says the WSB hasn't been able to track her down, which makes him suspect she never existed. Jack explains that this woman had sophisticated glasses equipped with technology to block the prison's Fachi, all recognition software, and believes she will lead them to Valentine. He puts Joss in charge of finding her. Joss says she'll keep him informed and heads off to see her mom. At home, Carly calls into work to say she won't be in today. Valentine walks into the kitchen looking for coffee. He tells her that she doesn't have to babysit him, but she refuses to leave him alone in her house. Valentine assures her that he's not enjoying this either, and he hates that his daughter is so close and surrounded by people who despise him. Carly says Lulu would never poison Charlotte against him, and his daughter is thriving here. Valentine still believes his daughter needs him, and he heads to hide out in the attic later. Joss shows up, having bought an angel for their tree at the Christmas market. Joss thought she could come over for a sleepover on Friday and have a Christmas cookie party with her mom and Donna. Carly loves the idea, but knows Joss really wants to be here to protect her from Valentine. Carly assures her that Valentine isn't coming for her, but for Charlotte. After Joss leaves, Valentine reemerges. Carly asks how they can get Jack out of her daughter's life for good. Back at the hospital, Rick gets a call from Jack, who demands she come to his office for a chat. He threatens to send agents for her if he has to. Britt shows up to see Jack, who makes it clear they know she was involved in Dalton's research, both here and at the Five Poppies. He wants that research and threatens to tell Sidwell that she's been working with them the whole time if she doesn't get it to him. At the restaurant, Sidwell calls Kevin's bluff and makes it clear that he needs Laura and Sonny, but he doesn't need Kevin. He looks forward to Laura's press conference and walks off. Laura tells her husband that she loves him, but don't ever do that again. In Turner's office, Rocco knows he broke the law and didn't realize how his actions would affect others. He is sorry for what he did and is ready to accept the consequences. Turner thanks him for taking responsibility and says the court will be satisfied with community service. In the Q kitchen, Tracy thanks Brooklyn for taking care of her father and says she owes Joe everything for what he did for Ned. She is also very happy to see Joe and Brooklyn getting along. Emma walks in, says hello to Tracy, and asks to talk to Joe about Rocco. She believes if he wants to make things better for Rocco, then he has to find a way to make up with Dante. At Lulu's, Nathan asks Dante if there is anything he can do to make things better between him and Rocco. In his office, Britt tells Jack she knows he needs her, and outing her to the bad guys won't work. So if she's going to risk everything to feed him data, then she wants her medical license back. She tells him to make it happen. At Carlisle's, Valentine admits he doesn't think they can get Joss out of the WSB yet, but they can get Jack to stop exploiting her. He believes Sidwell and Faison's final project will be Jack's downfall, and he's bound to find himself in the middle of it, and Valentine will be ready to expose him.